there's an infuriating false choice floating around that if you oppose extreme social distancing, which means if you oppose the government forcibly shutting down private business, that means you don't want to do anything to stop the spread of COVID-19. That is false. Like there's not a third option to stop COVID-19 and protect the economy. Here's what I mean. A scientist named T. Jefferson conducted a scientific study that examined which physical interventions are effective in stopping the transmission of respiratory viruses like COVID-19. He looked at travel restrictions, hand hygiene, physical barriers like face masks, social distancing, etc., etc. He found that hand washing and barrier methods like face masks are highly effective in slowing the spread of respiratory viruses. Now you might be thinking, but didn't our public health officials tell us face masks don't work? They did tell you that, but the science says they are wrong. Masks do, in fact, work. Now, I understand that we want to save our supply of masks for medical providers, of course. Does that justify public health officials giving us misinformation, telling us masks don't work to disincentivize us from buying masks to save them for healthcare workers? No. Why would public health officials lie to people instead of just increasing the supply of masks? It's not like manufacturing face masks is particularly difficult. Most textile factories should easily be able to produce these. So why don't they? Why can't companies start mass producing face masks? Well, here's the problem. Because of bureaucratic red tape, government regulations, the FDA guidelines make it nearly impossible to enter the market and produce face masks. The FDA considers face masks a medical device. So that means a whole litany of tests and analysis, like risk analysis for flammability, impact resistance, tensile strength, if the mask irritates people's skin, and a compositional side-by-side analysis of your mask versus all other masks before the FDA will approve your mask, and all of that has to be done before your mask ever goes to market. It's called pre-market notification. This normally takes months. You need regulatory compliance officers, medical researchers, statisticians, material scientists, blah, blah, blah. But there is a solution here. The FDA should waive these regulations and let private companies produce these face masks that we all desperately need because science shows masks are effective in slowing the transmission of viruses like COVID-19. Tell your policymakers, tell the Trump administration, demand the FDA loosen these regulations. People think the market hasn't properly compensated for the increased demand of masks, and therefore perhaps government should take it over. No, government should get out of the way. The FDA should waive these regulations in the face of the shortage of masks so private companies can enter the market and fix the mask supply problem.